Welcome to That's on Them. We're your hosts. I'm Aspen.
And I'm Cheryl. And we're here to talk about life's challenges and how to navigate them.
Offering tried and true tips and tools.
Let's do this, baby. Hi, Aspen. I was looking for you. I couldn't find you.
I wasn't on the screen. Hi, Cheryl.
I was like, where is my girl?
I was hiding.
You were hiding. And you're wearing our merchandise that I still don't have, but soon.
I sent it via pigeon courier, so it's going to be a while.
Thank you. Turtle Express.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much. For those of you that have bought merch, it really just touches our hearts. It's so exciting and so fun to know that That's on the message is getting out there and people are wearing their merch. And when you see your merch in your closet, when you put it on, you know that you are valuable, you are powerful, and you are protected. You don't need to take on other people's agendas.
That's right. It's a cloak. It's a shield. That's on them, baby. That's on him, her. Sometimes it's on me, but that's on them. Happy October, by the way.
Happy October. Oh my gosh, it's already October.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. What are we doing today? Oh, wait. Setback to opportunity. Oh, I loved it. I'm sorry. I just really love that episode. And I keep bragging about this episode and I tell everybody about it because the history lesson, people didn't know about the silent generation and they didn't know about the alpha generation. It's pretty cool.
You're an educator.
Yeah, I've been called many names, but not that one.
It was a great episode. And I actually listened to it last week. Most of the time I don't listen to our episodes because the sound of my own voice makes me a little crazy. Mm-hmm. But I listened to it and there were some good reminders in there because I had a couple setbacks this week and I just needed to shift my perspective.
See,
it just reminded me okay, let's spin the story. How can this be an opportunity for me? So I love that one. But I'm excited about this week because it came to us so naturally. So this morning we have a list of episodes that we can pull from at any time, but really leading up to it, we decide, okay, what feels right, what's resonating with us, and what does the audience want to hear? We take a lot of our, what you guys say, and we implement it into episodes. And so we're looking through it and we hadn't really decided. And I'm exercising this morning and I'm all calling Cheryl, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And she's ignoring me. I'm like, we're on in an hour, sister. We need to figure out what we're going to talk about. And she's ignoring me. All of a sudden, she pops her head out of God knows where. She picks up her phone and she calls me back and she's like, I got it. I go, what do you got? She goes, choices create joy. Choices!
We are the Joyce's girls. I'm just saying. And I'm going to give a backstory. And my bestie, actually, I do call her that too, and her girlfriend, I made a choice. I had an appointment. I was walking back home to actually work and call you and do what we needed to do for setup, blah, blah, blah. Because, we have to set up our own little stage. We're totally grassroots, right? And they were having lunch and I was like, oh, let me just go say hi. Well, hi turned into, let's sit down. Let's eat a little bit. Totally not hungry. Totally not thirsty, but okay. and I was kind of like, I got to go work. Like 16,000 times I must have said it. And then I would just sit back and have another conversation. And so my girlfriend was like, Cheryl, you're making a choice. And I'm like, yes, I am. A choice of joy. So let's dive in because we're taking a little long, we're a little long-winded, but we're pretty happy about our joy.
So first off, what are choices? Cheryl, take it away.
So one of the things about a choice, it's making a decision. So choices are usually two or more possibilities, right? You have options. And when you decide to choose versus regret or get into a position where you're kind of like, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck, whatever, go make a choice. And when you make that choice, you're honoring yourself. No one else It's your choice. You get to own it. You get to have those endless possibilities, those opportunities we spoke about last week. You get to have the significance to empower you and shape your life and express yourself and your preferences and your goals. That to me is what a choice is.
Yeah. And I think so many of us have heard the saying, like, you want to look at your life, look at your choices. You're not happy with your life, look at your choices. Your choices literally add up to the quality of your life. And I think a big distinguisher that I want to make right now is there's a difference between making choices for happiness versus joy. To me, joy is meaning, fulfillment. It's a state of being. It's an energetic field, whereas happiness is just a feeling, and it comes and goes like the waves come and go, like the tide comes and goes.
So joy is an absolute intense feeling of passion, right? An intense feeling of pleasure, positive experiences, contentment, sense of well-being. When you're feeling joyful and when you fuel your body up with joy, whatever that definition is for you, you really have this sense of everything is good, everything's happening. Yeah, and joy can come in many different shapes and forms, right? Joy can be a word, a hug, an Italian kiss, a smile, a greeting. I also believe that joy is very much gratitude. And lasting joy through choice aligns with your self-growth. So if anyone wants to hear anything, lasting joy with your choice aligns with your self-growth and your overall fulfillment.
Yeah. Joy, and I think, joy is not just in the happiest moments. Like, joy is also created in the hardest moments of your life. And, this is not a great example, but it's an example of, like, you could be literally sitting at someone's funeral and still experience joy just by the mere fact that you're surrounded around a bunch of people that loved and adored this person, and you're highlighting the beautiful qualities of this person. So joy is something that is, I just want to keep going back to joy as a state. It's not something that comes and goes. It's something that's with you your entire life. And it's something that you create by the product of your choices.
I love that you said that, because joy, for me, joy is self-relationships, right? But joy is all relationships, achievements, experiences. And, when you use that example just right now, where, some people would be that was just like mortified by even mentioning the passing of someone. But there is joyfulness in the remembrance of that relationship with that person and the joy that that person brought, which, I do believe happens for all circumstances, whether it's a celebration of life or a celebration of someone passing over to the other side, as we feel it is. But those simple pleasures and those experiences that you've had with people bring you joy. And I can speak for myself in my own experiences of choices and joy. When I chose to leave America and move to Italy, it was not the easiest choice to make. It was actually, it's interesting that we're talking about this, but it was actually because of the passing of family members and the time where you go, okay, I have a choice. I can continue to work my butt off and continue to try to, keep up with the California lifestyle. Or I can go have a different lifestyle and have a little easier lifestyle, right? And that wasn't an easy choice, to leave all the people that I love and care about, and a routine and tremendously fulfilling work with some amazing people and company. But when I made that choice and I spoke about it, and you were one of the people I spoke about it, right? You saw the glee and the joy of, I'm moving to Italy. I don't know what the hell this means. I don't know how the heck I'm going to do this, but I'm going. Packing up everything, like everything. And the joy that it has brought me. Of course, guys, we're being real about this too. Our choices can lead to many different things. We are speaking about the choice with joy because we'd love your choices to always be joy fueled.
Right. And something I want to call out too, and you just touched on it, was your choices are not always going to lead to this instant state of joy and happiness. Like, a lot of the times your choices you're making today are actually hard choices that are going to benefit you 5 years from now. And I will speak to my own personal when I was in a place where I was really mentally struggling and having a hard time, mentally, emotionally struggling, right early in college and throughout most of college, I had to start making choices that I had to shift my choices because I didn't like the current outcome that I was living. And instead of partying and drinking, and there's nothing wrong with that, and there's a time and a place for all of it. However, for me, I started making choices such as meditation, spirituality, learning, reading, experimenting, trying these new things out. And what I found was in the moment, the choices were not that gratifying or exciting or like very I guess dopamine dumping. Like it wasn't like elation. But as I look back on and I reflect, I go, oh my God, I wouldn't be here without making those choices. So I think when we say really, how do you create choices that lead to joy? You make choices that lead to meaning and fulfillment, and you create a mindfulness practice around choosing, making choices. Like, is this for this moment? Perfect example. Do I want to eat the cupcake, or do I want to first have, a well-rounded meal because I want to feel good? Whereas sometimes the cupcake gives me a sugar headache and I crash. But if I have a meal first, I'll feel better and I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, that was a really good choice, or a really good analogy that I never follow. But because everybody knows I'm going to eat the cupcake and then I'm going to have the healthy meal. So what I'd love to do is a challenge. I would love to challenge our listeners and all of those listeners that are forwarding this YouTube or Instagram or whatever you're on, Facebook, whatever you're on, to send us your way that you are igniting your joy through your choices. So the challenge is, how do you ignite your joy through your choices? And we're going to take a look at all of them. Please just flood us with them. And we are going to give free merch to 2 people.
Love it.
What do you think?
Yes, love it. DM us, write us on Instagram, and we will enter you into that little giveaway. I also want to say choices that relate to joy require a lot of patience and a lot of self-knowing. Your choice to go to Italy, everyone was probably, actually, not probably, I know, saying, you're going to go to Italy? Go on vacation. Don't be stupid. When I was going through my thing, a lot of people were telling me, you're young, go have fun, loosen up. And there was validity to some of that. And there's validity to the concern of Cheryl, you're moving out of because people want to protect you and they want to keep you safe. However, when you're making these hard choices, you have to just know in your bones and be convicted of your mission.
Right. Right. And I love that you said that, because people will, when you make a choice, especially when you make a choice that they don't agree with, they'll try to tear it down or negate it. And it's not, again, Aspen just said, it's not because they don't love you. It's because actually they do love you, but they're trying to protect you and keep you in their protective bubble that they have you surrounded with. But when you make a choice and you really start to decide that joy is my choice and here's my choice to create my joy, you unlock this pleasure. You unlock the experiences of providing your own self-fulfillment. And can I say it again? Fuel yourself with the choices you make to bring joy.
Yes.
Period. And ignite it. I don't think we have time for the question because we really got into our choice and our joy, but we do have time a little bit to talk about the upcoming merchandise and the new ideas we're coming up with that are going to be on our website, right?
We do have time. And I also want to say one last thing. Your tip for the week is, write us the choices you're making that ignite joy. That is your tip of the week. And also my other tip to you is slow down your choice making, your decision making. Slow it down. No one expects you to make great choices in an instant. Think about it. Slow it down and create less choices, but more mindful choices, which in the long run, bigger, better, more joyful outcomes.
And you say one more thing. You triggered one more thought for me, and that is your choices aren't always going to be instant. Again, I've been talking about moving to Italy since I was like a little kid, speaking to my father about it. And so your choices will happen in the timing that they're supposed to.
Yep.
But as long as they fulfill you and fuel you. So go ignite your joy with your choices. Let us know what they are. Dance, sing. Have a great week. We love you.
Have a great week, you guys. If you could please subscribe, rate, and review this podcast, it really helps us. And right now, please share this with someone. Text it to them, email it to them, WhatsApp it, whatever means, Instagram, whatever. Please share this with someone. It means so much to us. And if you haven't purchased merch yet and you would like to purchase merch, you can go to our show notes and you'll be able to shop hats and crew necks and a bunch of amazing stuff. And stay tuned because we have a lot coming out this fall. It's go time.
It's go time. It's fall time. Okay.
Yes.
Love you all.
Guys. Have a great week.
Grazie.
That's On Them is hosted by Aspen, Rocha, and Cheryl Paoletti. Produced by Lauren Boone and edited by Sarah Buchynski.
Love you, Tots.
See you later, Tots.